Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn more about tenses. Yeah. In the last video, you have learnt about present perfect and simple past tense. And in this video, you are going to learn about present perfect and present perfect continuous tense. Let me introduce myself. I am C.G. Lakshmi Prasad, Assistant Professor of English, working at Government Degree College, Atmapur, Vanaparthi. So, as I've already told you, today we are going to learn about present perfect and perfect progressive or perfect continuous. That is present perfect continuous or present perfect progressive. And these one or two slides I've been repeating because these are introductory, and actually this has to be explained in one session, but it's not possible. It's a very big topic. We have to divide that topic into different videos. So let me very fast explain what actually is there in this slide. It is about tense. It's a definition of tense. Tense is a time described by a verb shown by its grammatical form. And I have already told you there are three tenses in English: present, past, and future tense. And each tense have four aspects. That they are simple, progressive, perfect, and perfect progressive. That means the present tense has four aspects, past tense has four aspects, and future tense has four aspects. That is how it is. And here, this structure, you have to be very thoroughly acquainted with this one. Unless you get acquainted with these structures, you cannot probably learn tenses. So that's why I'm repeating this slide in every video. Okay. So let us see what actually it is. So simple present tense, V1 or Vs, right or rights, then it becomes V2, then it becomes will plus right. Okay. In present tense, simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense. If it comes to progressive, we will have B form. Okay, either it could be present tense or past tense or future tense. B form will be there. In present tense, we have is, am, are. So we have to select one of these three depending upon the subject. Then verb plus ing form. Here also same B form plus verb ing form, but here in past tense we will be using was or were. We have to choose one of these. In future tense, we will add will. Okay, and it's almost like present tense. Instead of using is, am, are, we use directly be, will be writing. Then if it comes to perfect tense, we have to use have form. So in present tense, we have to choose either has or have depending upon the subject. The subject is singular, we have to use has. If it is plural, we have to use have. Then V3, has written or have written. Here the same formula, have form plus V3, but here in past have form we use had written. Here same thing, present tense only, but we don't use has, we directly use have, and we add will have written. And we have perfect progressive. It's in present perfect progressive, we have same have plus been plus verb being form. So in have form, we have to choose either has or have depending upon the subject, like has been writing or have been writing. Then we have had past perfect progressive, same formula, have plus been plus verb being form, but we use had. In the same way, future tense also we have same thing, but we add will have been writing, but we don't use has here. Will have been writing, whatever the subject it may be, we use have only. That is how these structures you have to be thoroughly acquainted, and you have to learn it thoroughly. Unless you learn these structures thoroughly, you cannot probably learn tenses. That's why I suggest you one exercise, that is take one verb, whatever it may be. Suppose you take sing and you add subject and object to the drama, sing a song. Okay, then now with these three words, okay, you have to make all these 12 sentences. 12 sentences. So I'll tell you in simple present tense. I say he sings a song, because he is singular. We have to use sings. He sings a song. Then progressive, I say he is singing a song. Perfect, he has sung a song. He has been singing a song. In the same way, past tense, he sang a song. He was singing a song. He had sung a song. He had been singing a song. In future, he will sing a song. He will be singing a song. He will have sung a song. He will have been singing a song. Like that, you take at least some 10 verbs, okay, and change subject as well, and change object as well. One time you take singular subject and another time you take a plural subject. Like that, if you practice, it will be internalized. Okay, so it becomes very easy. As soon as somebody says it is perfect progressive, you know that you have to use have plus been plus verb being form. Okay, so take another example. Sorry. For example, I say they buy a car. They, plural. So now in simple present tense we say they buy a car, they are buying a car, they have bought a car. See here, we are using all plural be forms and plural have forms. They have bought a car, they have been buying a car. In the same way, they bought a car, they were buying a car, they had bought a car, they had been buying a car, they will buy a car, they will be buying a car, they will have bought a car, they will have been buying a car. Like that, you take some 10 verbs, whatever the verb it may be. Like that, you have to write all these 12 sentences. Not only these 12 sentences, again you have to write negatives. You can write negatives as well. Like I told you, he sings a song. What is the negative for that one? He is not singing a song. Sorry, he doesn't sing a song. He sings a song, he doesn't sing a song. He is singing a song, he is not singing a song. He has sung a song, he has not sung a song. He has been singing a song, he has not been singing a song. So again, so negatives you will have 12 sentences. Then questions also you'll have 12 sentences. So how do you write a question? Does he sing a song? You have to bring helping verb at the beginning of the sentence. In simple present tense we have no helping verb. We have to use do form. So do is used. Since he is singular, we use does. Does he sing a song? Then progressive tense, there is no problem. We have a helping verb. So we say, is he singing a song? Has he sung a song? Has he been singing a song? Like that, here again questions you have 12. So 12 3s are 36 sentences, right? 12 3s are 36, right? 12 3s are 36 sentences. For one verb, you can write 36 sentences. Again, you have active, passive voice. In passive voice also, you can practice. Like that, a song is sung by him. That again, 8 sentences. Because in passive voice, we have only 8 forms. We don't have that is perfect continuous tense. We don't have perfect progressive in present, past, and future, and also future continuous tense. Also, we don't have passive form. So 4 forms will be less. Four forms will be less in passive form. So 8. So here 12 3s are 36 plus 8, 44. 44 sentences can be written with one verb. If you practice like that, okay, take pen and paper. Don't just say you don't think that I know everything. Okay, unless you practice, you don't come across the problems. Unless you take your pen and paper and write, then only you come across so many problems and so many doubts. That is how you can learn tenses. Now let's go to the next slide. Present perfect and present perfect progressive. Then how? Yeah, present perfect and the present perfect progressive. We use a present perfect simple with action verbs to emphasize the completion of an event in the recent past. See, this definition or a rule, it has to be understood very carefully. This is a basic rule actually. Okay, once you understand this basic rule and all other rules, are connected to this rule. Okay, so let us examine word by word what actually this rule is. We use a present perfect simple, that is present perfect tense, with action verbs. Action verbs. Remember, I told you in the previous videos, there are so many types of verbs like stative verbs, action verbs, transitive verbs, intransitive verbs. There are so many like that. But here, when we say action verbs, you mean to you have to understand that it is contrary to stative verbs. Stative verbs cannot be used in continuous tense. Stative verbs cannot be used in continuous tense. So they have to be used only in present perfect simple to emphasize the completion of an event in the recent past. So just now it is completed. Just now it is completed, and it has connection to the present time, or it has connection to the present. So in the last video I have explained what is present time and past time. If we say today, it is present time. If we say this week, it is present time. If we say this year, it is present time. If we say this century, it is again a present time. If we say last second, it is past. Even if it is only a second ago, it becomes past because the last second is over. Okay, now we have come to the next second. This second. So this second, this day, today, all these are present. Okay, that has to be understood very carefully. In the same way, if it comes to present perfect continuous tense, to talk about ongoing events or activities which started at a time in the past and are still continuing up until now. And you must have got by this time a doubt. You must have to get. Okay, present progressive tense or present continuous tense is also action that is going on right now. And what is the difference between present continuous tense and present perfect continuous tense? In the present continuous tense, we don't have starting point. We don't know when actually the action started. But here we know when actually the action started. We say since 2 o'clock or for 2 years. So there is a starting point. Whereas in present continuous tense, there is no starting point. We have to assume that the action started very recently and it is going to be ended very shortly. Okay. Whereas in present perfect continuous tense, the action might have started long back, but we know when actually it started, but we do not know when actually it is going to end. There is no ending point. Whereas in present perfect tense, we may not know when actually the action started, but we only know that it is completed. It is completed very recently, or it still has that impact in the present time. In that case, we use present perfect tense. And if still action is continuing and it is still going on now, and it is going to happen for some more time, but we do not know when it is going to end, then at that time we have to use present perfect continuous tense. Let us compare. Here I have given some 2 pairs of sentences for you to understand the difference between present perfect and present perfect continuous tense. See here, the first sentence is, I have written the politics essay. I have written an essay on politics, or I have written the politics essay. It is a completed event. The writing of essay is completely completed, and it still has some kind of impact in today. Okay, but here you see, I have been writing the politics essay. Means he has started some time back, and it's still going on now, and it is going to happen for some more time. It is not yet finished. It is not yet finished. Let us take another example. I have thought about buying a laptop. Okay, I have thought about buying a laptop. It suggests that I am not thinking about it anymore. So now I am not interested in buying a laptop. But some time back I have thought about it. But now there is no this one. Then let us go to the next one. I have been thinking about buying a new laptop for a while, but I haven't decided which one to get. So this one is still going on. Still he is in buying. Still he is planning to buy. Okay, but he only thing is that he hasn't decided which one to get. He is still planning. Okay, he still wants to buy. Whereas in the previous sentence, he doesn't want to buy. Now he has lost the interest in buying the laptop. That is the difference between present perfect and present perfect continuous tense. Now let's go to some more rules. Okay, sometimes we can use either form and the meaning is the same. Okay, sometimes we can use either present perfect or present perfect continuous tense. Meaning becomes same. Okay, you can use either, both are correct, but only occasionally. Let us see here. I have lived here for 20 years. Okay, suppose somebody ask, how long have you been living here? Suppose if they ask, we usually say I've been living here for 20 years. This is correct usage. But still you can say, have lived here for 20 years, but still there are so many problems around. You can say like that. It may also suggest that I am no more living. But in other cases, it may also suggest that I am no more living here. But depending upon the circumstances, we have to understand the meaning. Okay. In the second one, you say, I've been living here for 20 years. I'm still living here. Still, I'm living here. I've been living here for past 20 years. I've been living here. And even now, I'm living here. And even in future, for some more years, I'm going to live here. That is the meaning of this sentence. Then we have, let's go to another rule. The present perfect continuous form is not normally used with verbs that refer to actions that are completed at a single point in time, such as start, stop, finish, because they are not continuous. Okay, start means it starts in a second. Stop means it stops in a second. Finish means it finishes in a second. It's not going to happen for a long, for example, drive. You cannot drive in a second. Driving is a long activity. Eating is a long activity. Okay, sleeping is a long activity. Talking is a long activity. Whereas start, it is a very small, just a second. Just you start your car. It's a matter of a second or 2 seconds or 10 seconds. It's not more than that. Stop. I stopped the car. It is also a matter of 10 seconds. Finish. I finished my exam. Okay. Once you give your answer script to the supervisor, then your exam is finished. That is how it is. It is a matter of 1 second or 2 seconds. So in that case, you cannot use such verbs in present perfect continuous tense. You have to use only in present perfect tense. So the other rules will be ruled out. For example, see here, has the concert started already? Already, for example, actually already means you have to use present perfect continuous tense. But here that rule is ruled out. Now we have to use only present perfect tense. It is not has a concert been starting already. It is wrong because it is start. It's a only matter of a few seconds activity. Now let's go to some more rules. Some verbs are not used very often in continuous form. Okay, like stative verbs. Okay, stative verbs and mental verbs we say. Okay, mental or something feelings, feeling words and so sensory organ verbs. Such verbs we cannot use it in continuous tense. We cannot say I am loving you. I have to say I love you. That's all. Okay, I am loving you means there are so many other problems. In the same way, they have known each other for a very long. No is also, it is a stative verb. We are just telling about the status of our verb. In the same way, we cannot say they have been knowing each other for very long. We cannot say this one. And in the same way, we don't use a continuous form with verbs of the senses: hear, smell, taste, senses. Regarding, we have 5 senses. The verbs related to these senses, we cannot use them in continuous tense. So we have to say, have you heard the news? Have you been hearing the news? Okay, have you been hearing the news? Have you heard the news? In speaking, but when it comes to speaking, it is acceptable to use these verbs in the continuous form. For example, I can say, I have been watching the news. We can say it is perfectly right because still you are sitting in front of the TV and watching. You say, I have been watching the news. Okay. I have been listening to the radio. I've been listening to the radio. Still, you are sitting in front of the radio, you can say. But usually, you cannot use it. In some cases, we cannot use, but while speaking, you can use it. That means you are sitting there and you are speaking. For example, I have been hearing some strange noises coming from outside. I have been hearing. So some sound you hear and you say, I've been hearing some strange noises. That is only temporary. Okay. And it goes away. Then after some time you say, I have heard some strange noises. I have heard some strange noises coming from outside. Like that, these rules are, little subtle differences will be there, and that subtle differences we have to catch. Then only we can understand these rules. See, we use both these tenses with the since and for. Usually, most of your teachers must have told you that whenever since or for is there, you have to use present perfect continuous tense or present perfect progressive. But some cases we can use present perfect tense also when since and for is there. You see here, she has lived here for 3 years. Now she may not be living. Okay, now she may be living somewhere else. In that case, you say she has lived here for 3 years. She has been living here for 3 years. This is still she is living. Okay, so usually, okay, 90% cases, in 90% cases, whenever there is a since or for, particularly in our examination system, whenever there is since or for, you have to use present perfect progressive. But forget about the exams, but in real life situations, you can use even in present perfect tense. Depending upon the situation, when situation demands, you can use present perfect tense, and most of the times we use present perfect continuous tense. The present perfect continuous tense can be used to emphasize the length of time that has passed. The present perfect simple is generally neutral. See, when it comes to continuous tense, we are emphasizing the time that has passed. Okay, and whereas in present perfect simple, the time is neutral. It is very passive such. See here, the two differences. If we examine, then you can understand nicely. They have been waiting for hours. That means it's a kind of complaint. This emphasizes the length of time. For hours, they have been waiting. Suppose you say they have waited for hours. Here, there is no emphasis on the length of the time. And you are not emphasizing, just you are emphasizing on the action and not the time. So in that case, use present perfect. And if you want to emphasize on time, then you say you use the present perfect continuous tense. Let us go to some more rules. Okay, the present perfect is often used when we are talking about how much or how many. How much or how many. This isn't possible with the present perfect continuous tense. When you are talking about how much or how many, you have to use present perfect tense. You cannot use it in present perfect continuous tense. Let us see here. She has drunk 3 cups of coffee this morning. You cannot say she has been drinking 3 cups of coffee this morning. You cannot say that. Okay, because the drinking is no, it's completed. Okay, you cannot say. And she has drunk at least a liter of coffee today. Liter of coffee today. But you cannot say she has been drinking 3 cups of coffee this morning. You cannot say this one. Okay, maybe in spoken English, once again, there may be such situations where you can use drinking in present. For example, you can say, he has been drinking all the day. He has been drinking all the day. You can say that. Okay, but in rare cases, we use yet and already with the present perfect. And whenever usually yet and already is there, we have to use present perfect tense. Have you read the book yet? Or haven't you read the book yet? Okay. In the same way, she has finished her work already. Already she has finished the work. Already, yet, recently, and all those things we use present perfect tense. Then present perfect and present perfect progressive, and some more rules. The present perfect simple is used when the action is finished. So present perfect, when do you use? When the action is finished and the result comes from the action being finished, and the result is still reverberating, or still it is impacting. Okay, so for example, let us see the example. I have eaten dinner, so let's go out. So finished, I have finished my dinner, so now let's go out and have a small walk, something like that. So this dinner impacting. So still he is, he wants to walk for some time so that he can digest his food. She has done all her homework, so she can relax this evening. And she has done all her homework. She has completed doing her homework, and now she can relax. So again, the result is there now. I have made a cake. Would you like some? So I have made a cake. The result is, would you like some? So the result is still there. So there we use present perfect tense. Whereas if it comes to present perfect continuous tense, it is used when the result comes from the action itself. It doesn't matter if the whole action is finished or not. And we are not interested whether the action is finished or not, but result is there. The result is often something we can see, hear, smell, or feel. Still, you can see that the result is seen there, and it is just in front of you. Let us see here. Have been eating dinner, so there are plates all over the table. So still the eating is going on, and there are plates all over the table. She has been doing her homework, so she is tired. So she is still doing her homework. So she is tired. She has tired. She has tired. I have been making a cake. So I have been preparing a cake. That's why the kitchen is such a mess. Now the kitchen has become a mess with so many ingredients fallen here and there. Let's go to the another rule. The last rule actually it is. Finally, the present perfect continuous tense can be used to emphasize that something is temporary. So present perfect continuous tense is remember in the even present continuous tense also we use temporary actions that are going on right now. In the same way, present perfect continuous tense can also be used to emphasize that something is temporary. It is only temporary. It is not permanent. For example, let us see. She has been running a lot recently. Okay, not every day. It is not everyday activity, but for a while, for past 1 week or so, she has been running a lot recently. She doesn't usually do this. Usually she doesn't do that, but now she is doing that. Usually I study at home. Usually every day I study at home, but I have been studying in the library for the last week. Okay, for past 1 week, what I have been doing, I have been studying in the library. It is again a temporary activity which usually doesn't happen. Okay, usually you study at home, but today or for past 1 week, you've been studying in the library. But if I say today, then you have to use present continuous. Okay, I usually study at home, but today I am studying in the library. Only today, not yesterday. But here for the past 1 week, for the last week, so it is a longer duration. So we have to use present perfect continuous tense. And now I have because the present perfect and present perfect continuous tense raises so many problems. That's why I would like you to focus on these sentences where we can discuss in detail about why so and so sentence is used in present perfect tense and why so and so sentence is used in present perfect continuous tense. Let us examine each sentence very carefully. And here in each sentence, I have marked red color. I have marked some words in red color and some words in green color. And what I mean is that red color is a tense. Okay, that is, it could be either a present perfect or a present perfect continuous tense. And the green color is a suggestive word which suggests that I have to use this sentence in present perfect or present perfect continuous tense. It is a suggestive. It is some kind of a clue. Okay, even in exams, they say they dash, they give some arrive already. So so you have to say they have already arrived. Why? Already is a suggesting as a word. It's adverbial. It's already completed. So just now it is completed, and we are not telling the time. If it is exactly, for example, yesterday, if instead of already, if there is yesterday, you have to use simple past tense. That's why in the last class, I have focused on present perfect and simple past tense. Okay, they are both confusion. Okay, already means you are not actually giving any time. You are not giving at what time this happened. You simply want to say that it has already completed. So have they arrived already? Have they arrived already? It's a question. So this already is a suggestive verb, a suggestive word, not verb, suggestive word or a clue that says that you have to use the sentence in present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. That's why have arrived. They have arrived. Since it is a question, have is brought forward. Have they arrived already? Let's go to the next sentence. Lavanya has run 2000 meters today. The verb is has run, present perfect. But suggesting verb is today. So today means today is not yet complete. Today is still going on. Today is, if it is once completed, we say yesterday. So since today we are using it in this sentence, today is still going on and action is complete. So we have to use present perfect tense. Lavanya has run 2000 meters today. Maybe she may run for some more time, but so far she has run 2000 meters. We have to understand like that. We have to, you know, get into the situation. We have to try to get into that situation and, think ourselves why so and so tense should be used. Then only it becomes very easy for us. Then here you see, I have been cleaning all morning. I have fed up. See the result. Okay. It is also a kind of complaint. I told you in the last class, if it is a complaint, we say we use present perfect continuous tense. I have fed up. Okay, it's totally fed up. I have been cleaning all morning. So this all morning is a suggesting word, and also I have fed up is also a suggesting word. Both these are suggesting that we have to use present perfect continuous tense. Then how long have you known Ramana? Okay, I told you, known cannot be used in present perfect continuous tense. It has to be used only in present perfect tense. It's how long is a suggesting word that we have to use it in present perfect tense, not simple past tense. Not simple past tense. Then I have been drinking more water recently. Okay, recently, when recently is there means it is in moreover, and I feel better. I feel better. That means it is still going on. Still he is going to drink for some more days. So this is even recently and feel better. Both are suggesting that we have to use present perfect continuous tense. Sorry about the mess. I have been cooking. See here, sorry about the mess. So the kitchen is totally messed up and she is saying sorry. And why? I have been cooking. Still that cooking is going on. Still that cooking is going on. How many times have you taken this exam? See how many times is again just like how long, how many times. Okay, you have to use present perfect tense. Have taken. He has eaten 6 bars of chocolate today. Okay, see today again. I told you in the last sentence. Today. Today means today is not complete, so we have to use present perfect tense. My mother has cooked dinner. Let's go and eat. So she has already cooked and it is ready for eating. Let's go and eat. So let's go and eat suggests that the action is complete. The action is complete. So we have to use present perfect tense. The students haven't finished their exams yet. Whenever there is yet, we have to use present perfect tense. Students haven't finished. They haven't finished their exams yet because of Corona pandemic. The baby's face is really dirty. The baby's face is really dirty. What has what has he been eating? See here, it is dirty. The impact of the action. The impact of the action is in front of you. So it has to be used in present perfect continuous. Venkat is exhausted these days. See again, the impact. Okay, impact is here, exhausted. And moreover, recently is there. So whenever recently is there, we have to use present perfect continuous tense. He has been working too hard recently. Both Venkat is exhausted and recently are suggesting that we have to use present perfect continuous tense. Let's go to the next slide. There are some more examples. Because present perfect and present perfect continuous tense are always problematic to the students. So I thought it's better we discuss more sentences so that you get to understand. Actually, through rules you cannot learn. You have to get into the situation and you have to understand the situation, and then a situational grammar we can say. Okay, depending upon the situation, we have to use different types of sentences. So I have I'm giving more sentences, and I have already told you unless you practice grammar through exercises, you cannot learn grammar. You have to practice a lot. That's why I suggested you last class to buy some grammar book where there are so many exercises and you have to practice every day. Then only you can learn. Even today, I keep practicing because sometimes even I do mistakes. It's nothing wrong in doing mistakes. Only by doing mistakes, you learn. Okay, there was my teacher who always used to say, he encourages us to do mistakes. He says that only when you do mistakes you learn. Okay, so he used to give every time exercises, and whenever we do mistakes, used to explain why this is, why it is wrong, why it is wrong. So you have to, like, you know, in Google we have a reverse photo check, like that. Even in grammar, we have to learn grammar uh, from backwards. That is, from mistake. You do mistake first, then you question yourself why it is wrong, and then that is how you start thinking. When you start thinking, you learn grammar. Okay, so there is nothing to worry. Suppose if you take an exam and you get less marks in grammar, you don't need to worry. But you have to think why I have done so and so mistake, and what is the reason, what is the rule behind that, why I should use only this tense, not that one. Okay, that in that case only you start learning grammar. So let us examine some more questions. I have never been to Delhi. I've never been to Delhi. See here, it's whenever we say I have never been to Delhi, it also suggests that he wants to go to Delhi. He wants to go to Delhi. Okay. If he says I did not go to Delhi, I did not. That suggests that I have never gone to Delhi so far, and even I am not interested to go to Delhi even in the future. I did not go to Delhi. But if I say I have never been to Delhi, it suggests that he wants to go to Delhi. So it is a positive response. So here you have to use present perfect tense. Then I have been waiting for 3 hours. See here, the complaint for 3 hours. The emphasis on the long duration. For past 3 hours, you have been waiting. So you have to say use present perfect continuous. And also one more rule is that whenever there is since or far, you have to use present perfect continuous. So in both these cases, far is also a suggesting word. Even 3 hours is also a suggesting word. Both are suggesting that you have to use present perfect continuous tense. Then haven't you finished your homework yet? See, whenever there is yet, you have to use present perfect tense. Okay, I haven't finished my homework yet. Okay, so it is a question. Haven't you finished your homework yet? Question. How long have you been a teacher? It's again a question. That means he has been teacher for a long time. So for so many years, has been working as a teacher, and now still he is working as a teacher. And for some more years, he is going to work as a teacher, and only after some time he gets retired. So he knows that. So in that case, you say, you ask how long have you been a teacher. Suppose he is retired, then you don't ask this question. You have to ask, how long did you work as a teacher? How long did you work as a teacher? Now, maybe not only retirement, and now he is working in some other department, he is doing some other work. Then you can ask, how long did you work? Okay, for how many years did you work as a teacher? For how many years did you work as a teacher? We can ask like that. That suggests that he is no more a teacher. He is no more a teacher. But here in this case, since we think that he is still a teacher, we say, how long have you been a teacher? The next one, let's go. I have been reading this book all day. See, again, you see, it's a like kind of complaint, or it's not actually complaint, but the sentence is like that. It's a complaining type of a subject. It's very interesting. And you say that it's very interesting. I have been reading, it's very interesting, but I'm only on chapter 2. See, again, it's a complaint. Okay. So this is suggesting that it is a complaining. Okay. So this, whenever there is a complaint for all day, there is sentence like that all day, has been studying all the day. Suppose if we say it's a present perfect continuous. Then she has drunk 10 glasses of water. She has drunk 10 glasses of water. As I told you, drink and all those things we can use only in present perfect tense, not present perfect continuous tense. There was a rule I told you. So she has drunk 10 glasses of water. Help! I have lost my wallet. How can I get home? See the result. The result is in front of you. The action is here, the result is in front. So that means that the action has happened just now. Now she has no wallet, she has no money. So he's asking somebody, please help. There is no money with me. I've lost my wallet. How can I get home? He's asking somebody, help. You have cleaned the bathroom. You have cleaned the bathroom. It looks lovely. See here, exclamatory sentence. Maybe after coming back from the office, he just entered into a bathroom and saw it is spotlessly clean, and he He says, oh, you have cleaned the bathroom. It looks lovely. It looks so the result is in front of him. Action happened long back, but here he is not interested in telling when it happened. Okay. So there are so many rules interconnected. Sorry. He has read 10 novels this summer. So this summer, when we say today, today is not over. When we say this summer is not over. So, but he has already read 10 novels. So again, in present perfect tense. We have been waiting. We have been waiting for you since your phone call. See here, since and for. This has to be understood very carefully. Since has to be used with a point of time. Okay, point of time or period of time. There are two time expressions. When what is point of time? You say yesterday 2 o'clock. Yesterday is a point of time. Okay, 15th March is point of time. 2 o'clock is point of time. Means from that time, from 2 o'clock, from yesterday, from Monday, like that. Okay, so time you are putting a pin on the timeline and say from that time it started happening. In that case, you use since, not from. Okay, you say, but in the same way, it need not be exactly time. It can be an action itself. Okay, action also can act as point of time. So here we don't have watch. Okay, people used to say in the olden days, when you ask when was your birthday, they used to say on the Deepavali or after Deepavali, 2 days after Deepavali, like that. So that is also a point of time. In the same way here, since your phone call, your phone call came, that is point of time. Since then, we have been waiting, present perfect continuous tense. In the same way, I haven't seen this film for ages. See here, for means period of time. So period means it can be 2 hours, not 2 o'clock. 2 hours, 1 week, 1 year, 10 decades, 10 centuries, for ages, all this period of time. So we don't know exactly from what point of time, at what point of time, this has started. At what point of time this has started, we don't know, but we know the period of time for 10 years, for that is period of time. So whenever there is a period of time, we have to use for. In the next sentence, we have not been to college since March due to Corona lockdown, since March 15th. Okay, we have not been to college. So again, this is present perfect tense we have to use, because there is since or for, whatever it is, we have to use present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. But here we haven't been to college since March due to Corona lockdown. Thank you very much. I hope I have made it some points clear, and it's not sufficient unless you practice. You cannot completely learn. Thank you very much.